Ready?
Go!
Oh my God, don't yell at me.
Every time. Stop it. I know they're irresistible. Hello, welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. I'm Laura Kane. This is Eric Rimmer.
I just grabbed your boobs.
And it felt good too.
Excellent.
I have them out especially for you. I was hoping you'd comment on them.
I love them, and I know you have them out for someone else too.
Obviously.
Your boyfriend.
Obvi.
She has her boyfriend and her best friend here tonight.
I mean, I had to look cute for my beautiful Hot Lee, who's in studio, but we'll get to Hot Lee in a sec because he has a game and we want to talk to him. We love us some Hot Lee.
I love Hot Lee.
I love him more than you love him, and I know him longer than you have known
whatever.
him.
I will push you down in the parking lot.
He's closer to me than than to you.
No, he's actually closer to me in the studio than he is to you.
Well, physically, but mentally, we couldn't be closer.
I know you're soulmates, and I know you're simpatico and all that bullshit, but, he's closer to me in the studio, so suck it up.
So freaking cute. Okay, so everything going good this week? Y'all good?
Perfect.
Roommate moves in starting tomorrow.
That sounds like a...
Antonio moves out starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've got things moving in, things moving out. My best friend Stacy comes into town tomorrow.
Excellent. Am I going to see Stacy when she's here?
I hope so. What we wanted to do, this is what we tend to do, hole ourselves up in a hotel room and just talk, and eat junk food.
I might just crash it.
Oh,
with a bag of Doritos.
I would love for you guys to meet. Are you kidding me?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, wow. I'll find out where she's staying. I'm not sure yet, but I pick her up. And then we go to her hotel, but I'm not sure which hotel.
I'll show up with a liter of Dr. Pepper and a bag of Doritos.
She'll love it.
Ready to go.
You'll have food. If you have candy, even better. We love us
I'll
some
get
candy.
Some Twizzlers or something.
No, you know what to get.
Red Vines.
Nope.
What?
You don't know me at all.
What? You like Red Vines.
You don't love me at all.
Oh,
know me.
Oh, no, your Haribo gummy bears. The sour ones.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
you do know me.
I do, and you did like true or not true?
Oh, for sure. That's my movie.
Okay.
Candy.
Okay. Well, there might be a movie playing. Who knows? We might watch. Who knows?
I know. We'll be talking too much for movies.
Oh, true.
But
Lee's being molested by your dog.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Elvis knows cute people. He flirts.
He does.
Elvis flirts.
I think he might be gay.
You think Elvis is gay?
He humped me, Lee, for the first 4 months of
when
his
he
life.
still had his balls.
Mm-hmm.
Now he doesn't have his balls. He doesn't hump as much.
Those things were slapping against my elbow. You wouldn't believe it.
I'm so glad he's over that stage. Oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. But I'm worried. I said this on Tuesday, but I'm saying it again because of a topic I'm going to bring up.
Uh-oh.
I'm worried that my new roommate, who's Russian and couldn't be cuter and smarter, is going to think I'm a freak.
Oh, she'll find out soon enough.
Because I realized I do something, and I said something the other day to Antonio, and he's like, what?
What?
I said, Antonio, did you say hello to our new house member, Buster? And he's like,
no, not that damn plushie thing.
No.
She's named all her plushies, by the way.
No, they already come with names.
Oh, okay. Well, I digress. What?
I name my house plants.
Oh, God. Bless
Buster's
America.
new, and Buster is, I don't know what kind of plant.
Buster, she got at Food for Less for $2.50.
I did buy 2 new plants from Food for Less, $2.99 each.
Wait. Have you been back to Food for Less a second time?
Yes.
I told you.
The prices are really good.
Listen, I speak the truth.
I went through
told
a
you.
big line again.
I told you.
I'm like, am I insane? I'm doing this again. I don't learn my lesson.
I want to know, Lee, why no one ever fucking listens to me when I speak.
What about Food for Less all these years?
I've been telling you for years.
I didn't used to like how they had when you had to reach in and get the stuff.
You haven't had to do that for a long time.
I know, but that turned me off in the beginning. I didn't like that. But anyway, so we have the Window Ladies. You know the Window Ladies.
Uh-huh.
I named them the Window Ladies, right? Did you know about Tito in the backyard?
No, I did not.
Tito is a lime tree that I planted in the backyard. Sanchez is the pepper tree that I planted in the front yard. Now, not all of them have names, but the ones that I feel are special, like my window ladies and I are very close. I love my house plants.
I would like to interject something.
What?
I would keep this secret from the new roommate.
I'm worried. And now, get this.
What?
I am so obsessed with those stupid squashmallow things. I use them as pillows now. I don't even use my own pillows anymore. I use a squashmallow. I got a 24-incher Lexi the leopard, and I put her on the couch. So now instead of like beautiful decorative couch pillows, I have one of those big old squashmallows. And I ordered a turtle too because we have a turtle. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Let me just give you a little.
Lee, realize that Lee can't talk because he has no microphone.
I know. He will soon enough.
All right.
But she went to Food for Less the other day for some more
sustenance for food.
Yes, meat, cheese, milk. She put all that back and kept the plushie. Mm-hmm. That was $13.99.
Olina, the octopus. She was for $13.99, and that's a good price for those.
You know what?
You know what? I've been so embarrassed I haven't taken her out of the car yet.
I would probably leave her there too, but you could always use her as an airbag because she is quite soft. And these things, if they hit an airbag, they might explode. So you might want to put her between you and the steering wheel.
So that's one weird thing that I'm afraid that is going to come to
that's why I'm
haunt
saying
me.
You're very honest. I would probably keep that.
I know.
To the
I
vest.
have diarrhea of the mouth. How am I going to keep all my weird stuff in?
I don't know. I think you should probably just let me talk for you.
Or just keep the talking to a very minimum.
Yeah.
Now,
or maybe fasten a seatbelt over your mouth.
It's going to be weird. Think about having a roommate at this age.
Yes.
Like, I want to sit in my living room and be alone and binge watch TV. But now I'm going to have someone walking through the living room because their bathroom's downstairs and then through the to the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be like, oh, hi, awkward. We don't even know each other.
Well, you will soon enough.
Oh, my God.
But I'm telling you, just keep that under wraps. She'll think you're a super freak.
I have to start doing my own dishes. Antonio does all the dishes because he likes it.
I'm over.
Spoiled.
Listen, I already showed you how to give a blowjob. I'll come over and show you how to do a dish.
Well, that didn't work, so I don't think that might not work either.
I can
I know.
A dish.
This is the podcast that got us into big trouble. The blowjob podcast.
Yeah, that got us in a lot of trouble.
We can't do that again.
No, we can't. Where's a banana?
Don't.
No, I would probably not mention that.
I'll let it out slowly.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna come out.
Lee, did you not hear me say repeatedly, I would probably keep that quiet?
I know.
And then you said, I'll let it out slowly. Lee says quiet.
By the way,
what?
You didn't have to tell everybody about my indiscretion at the photo shoot.
I was stretching the time out.
We had a photo. Did you talk about the photo shoot?
I didn't. I wanted to wait for you to talk about how fabulous it was.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying to stretch the time while she got Melissa, and I panicked and said that she farted during the photo shoot.
I did. Well,
she did. It was like this. Like it sounded like you were sliding down a banister sideways.
Oh my God, the visual of that and the sound. That's how comfortable I feel in front of you. Flap, 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 flap. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Anyway, I'm excited about those pictures.
Oh my God.
You are so funny.
And she had a really short skirt on.
Mm-hmm. I did. Wait, did I?
Yeah.
No, it was a dress.
Yeah.
It showed the boobs. It showed my legs.
And we both had high beams because I was freezing.
It gets so cold by the water. We were by the Embarcadero.
We were at Rady Shell.
Oh my God. And it was at sunset. So we had some really good, like, primo lighting. And all of a sudden, boom, it got freezing cold.
Oh my God.
Like,
so
I don't
cold.
even want to go. Like, if somebody invited me to the show, I would pack a parka. You can't dress cute when you go there.
Well, I went and I dressed cute.
Did you wear like a heavy coat? Were you cold?
No, I was a vision.
Were you cold?
No.
Was it in the summertime?
No, it was in October.
Oh, okay.
But I still look super cute.
I can't wait to see the pictures. We're going to use those on our main. Oh, I created a website, by the way.
I saw it, by the way.
Okay,
I did.
it last night. It's still like bare bones, LauraKaneAfterDark.com. We have the domain. I'm like, why don't I just put some stuff up there?
We look super cute.
I know. I just use old pictures, but I can't wait to use our new pictures.
I know. We look like fetuses, by the way.
The lighting is so good.
The lighting was so good. There's not a wrinkle, not a pore.
I know. Holly, thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
For doing the photo shoot.
Yeah.
She used to watch my kids when they were young.
She's delightful.
She is awesome.
She's super funny, too.
So anyway, that's one of my weird things. What's your host chat, love?
Oh.
Before we get Leon.
So I went out to dinner last night to Bona Forchetta. It's in
South
Liberty
Park?
Station.
Oh.
It's the second one.
Oh, okay.
And I got out of the car, and you know how all the masks now are black? Like they barely do like the blue ones anymore.
Yeah.
So I had a black mask. When I got out of the car, I saw it kind of billow, and I thought, oh my God, I just dropped it on the ground. Gross. So I grabbed it and went to put it on. And as I get it this close to my mouth, I realize my black mask is in my pocket.
Oh.
I sprinted.
Oh,
for the
that's so
Like
scary.
I couldn't get in there and get to the bathroom fast enough. I literally had to sanitize my entire being.
Get this. I went to CVS the other day, and out in front of CVS was an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized as I was walking in, oh, crap, I don't have my mask. So I'm like, oh, that's the ambulance driver, because he's right there, and they're just sitting, they weren't helping anybody at the time. He's like, why are you wearing a mask? I go, because you have to. And he's like, I don't. I don't wear it anywhere. I go, what do you mean? Don't you get yelled at everywhere you go? And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, wait, why? Doesn't do one damn thing.
Yo,
The masks don't do anything. That's what he said.
They don't?
That's what that ambulance driver said. I don't know. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. How long do we, what is it? Hibernate? What do we do?
Isolate.
Isolate. How long do we isolate? How long do we do this? There's like new guidelines every day.
Well, the mask mandate is back up to February 15th now.
Oh, I'm just preparing for it to be forever.
Oh God, I hope not. We're all gonna have skin conditions. I mean, we're all gonna have
I
like,
know.
the childhood acne from like the tip
Do you
of our nose
sweat
down.
really hard in your mask?
No.
I did the other day. I'm like, dang, I'm going to have bad skin.
No, but I don't know how people work out with them on. Like that's ridiculous.
Do you have to wear them when you're in the gym?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather just get.
Like in a class when you're taking like a aerobics class type of thing?
You're supposed to.
Oh my.
I know.
That's just one more reason not to work out. I
Well,
haven't
you
worked
know-
out in 1 year.
You know how Melissa talked about manifesting and everything,
Yes.
and how she said people like go on vacation. They're like, oh, I'm going to gain 5 pounds, and they
Yeah.
gain 5 pounds.
Yeah.
That's the one thing during COVID. I was like, I am not going to gain 1 single pound. And I didn't.
Good.
I worked out every single day.
And was your gym closed for some time?
It was closed, but I have a lot of the equipment at home.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That is determination and willpower right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have something real quick that I pulled off the interwebs.
Off the intraweb? Oh,
Here are 5 habits that will make you a better human being
okay.
or feel more adult. Sometimes you feel like you failed at being an adult.
I ask myself that every day.
Look, here are the 5 things. And I've done one of these already.
Okay.
Use an actual alarm clock.
I do.
You do. You don't use your phone.
Nope. I use
Because when you use your phone, you're like, turn it off, and then, I'm going to scroll, and then you get in your head, and then you get on top. Blah,
I
blah, blah,
only
blah.
use my alarm clock if I'm not home.
I bought one
I mean, my phone if I'm not home.
on Amazon that is extra loud. It is called the Loud Alarm Clock, and it's loud, and it gets louder, 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 until I push snooze.
Does it actually sound like that?
No, it has 3 different things: a piano,
Because I would
a
bash that
siren.
thing with a hammer.
But it's been helpful, and it came with this little disc that you're supposed to put under your mattress, and it vibrates, so it wakes you up that way too. It shakes the bed. So if you're a heavy
I
sleeper,
can think of another way to.
to
never mind.
vibrate.
Okay, continue.
Number 2, start with 30 seconds of gratitude. 30 seconds, a half a minute, just to say, thank you for this day. Thank you for what's about to happen. Thank you for the great sleep I had last night. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for me breathing.
Thank you for me waking up not dead.
Thank you. Yes.
Perfect.
So
Great.
30 seconds is all it takes.
Okay.
And like Melissa said, set a daily intention. It can be as easy as I want to get to work on time.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a big one. I want to land that account,
Yeah.
that deal.
Perfect.
Drink a glass of water. This is like the third time I've read this. That
I
you're
do it
supposed
every
to
morning.
first thing.
First thing I do.
Sometimes it makes me feel sick though.
Water?
Yeah, sometimes like on an empty stomach,
This
water makes
coming
me
from
feel.
a woman that drank Red Bull first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's it. I could totally tolerate that. No
How
problem.
would water make you feel sick?
Sometimes it does on an empty stomach. I don't know. I'm just saying. For me, sometimes it does. But
Aren't you an oddity?
I am an oddity. That's perfect way to describe me. And then number 5, exercise. The
yeah.
endorphins and all of this.
I don't usually exercise in the morning. I usually exercise in the evening.
I was
I'm
a
off.
nighttime exerciser
Yeah.
too.
And I
never.
will exercise late. Like I'll go at midnight.
Have you ever done the morning?
Only if I'm off.
Like
on
how
my- on
early
my-
would you go?
Oh God, 9 a.m.
The people that get to a gym
Uh-uh.
at 4 a.m.,
No.
I have no
Nope.
idea who you are.
No, thank you.
Who are
Nope.
you?
Not happening.
So instead of you having the giant yawn right now, Lee just did it.
Oh,
it was
my
like
God.
it sucked all the air out of the room.
Was Laura that boring?
I know. My voice must just be monotone. All right, so we have our fabulous Hot Lee in studio with us today. He is are you Malaysian now? Like, what are you? Are
No.
what's happening? Like,
No, I'm still. I will always consider San Diego to be my home.
did
Number-
you
first and
were you
foremost-
born here?
I was not. I actually was. I would say I'm from Sacramento. So
Oh,
that's where
okay.
my mom lives.
Yes.
We moved there when my parents divorced when I was young. But I came down here to go to Nazarene University, and that was when I was
Oh.
about 17
Yeah.
and a half or whatever. And since then, I feel like that's where I went to college. I came out as gay, and then my adult life. And I guess if people ask where are you from, I say San Diego. Yeah. I don't have any intention of becoming a citizen of another country. I love it here. Even just being back, it reminds me so much of why I love San Diego.
When do you think you'll move back?
Well, okay, so the idea is right now, this was never supposed to be as long as it was. I mean, part of it's because of the pandemic, but part of it is because the thing is, I was going to take 1 year off. I left here to go to Denver. It was a relationship that was really bad. I wrote it out and it was done. And I decided this is kind of the kick in the butt to do what I had kind of wanted to do. But then, like, what do you think? Like, is this going to work? So I had planned 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 4 different countries. And I thought, I'll buy a round trip ticket for the first one, which is Thailand. And my office said, okay, because I work remotely anyway. And they said, and I said, I can do anything for 3 months. So we'll see what happens. I'll get out there. If I don't like it, I can come back, but just last 3 months. But then it was I don't know what happened. 2 weeks into it, you just go, I don't know if I ever want to go back. I love it here, though. I
Wow.
love it here. And if I was to come back anywhere, I would definitely come back here. Because, I mean, it's just so funny. Every time I come back to San Diego after being gone for a little bit of time, everything's still the same. but
Oh,
different.
that's good.
It's always the same place with a couple
Same
new
feel?
buildings. Yeah. So it's always home. Sacramento is where my family lives. That's not home.
What is so cool about Malaysia
Well,
and Thailand and all that?
there is, okay, so for people who have never been to Southeast Asia, which is like, the non-China, the non-Japan, the non-whatever. Southeast Asia has this really great feel to it where every country is a little bit different. The weather's great. It's cheap. I mean, like, there's only one country I would say is not cheap, and that would be Singapore. But it's the whole area is cheap. And, like, I get a lot of people in America have not had a chance to travel because we live in a really big country. Like, I started noticing when I was living out there that the size of our country is huge. I can drive in California, go see my mom for 8 hours, and I'm still in California. But in, like, parts of Europe or even Southeast Asia, you drive for 8 hours and you've just gone through two other countries. So when we think about traveling, we think, let's go to Disney World, let's go to Mount Rushmore, let's go to Grand Canyon. And, the flights can be quite expensive inside the United States. And I guess what happened to me is I got this, and I understand why people say they get the travel bug. Because you take one trip and you realize, oh, I can do this again. Because, like, the flights are cheaper once you get outside the United States. But really, when you think about, like, neighbors, we have two, Canada and Mexico. So a lot of people that have been able to travel outside the U.S. have been to Canada or Mexico. And I just always encourage people, go somewhere else. Try it. I think people mentally get into the mindset of it's too expensive. But
Exactly.
then-
That's what I think.
yeah. And for my 40th birthday, I went to South Africa and just did my own little safari in the park.
Oh, that's my dream.
I would take you. I promise to God I would take you personally, because then there's these companies will charge you $5,000 or $6,000 a pop to do these
That's what's
luxury
preventing
safaris.
me.
And it's my friend Lindsay, who I grew up with, and she lives in Ohio now. She's like, how do you do this? I want to go take the kids to South Africa, but I can't afford it. But I'm like, girlfriend, you go with your whole family to Disneyland twice a year. So you got 4 people
That's a lot.
at Disneyland from Ohio to California, your hotels, your food, Disneyland itself. And I did my African safari for 2 days for about $250. That included renting the car, all the food.
A day?
Total.
Wait, what?
So the hardest part about South Africa is just getting there, because it's not one of those destinations we can just fly directly to from the United States. There's one flight, and I think it was Newark to South Africa nonstop. I don't even know if they're doing it anymore. But once you get to South Africa, everything is dirt cheap, and the people are lovely. It's great, and I don't think a lot of people understand, because I didn't either, that if you go to Kruger National Park, which is where I went, you can do your own safari. You get a car, which I rented in Johannesburg and then drove out. And, the cars are like $15 a day, and you get into the park and they do a really thorough check of you and your car just to make sure you don't have any guns and you're not a poacher and stuff. Mm-hmm. But you can stay inside the park. And the Kruger National Park, I don't
big
know.
is that?
I want to say it's a third of the size of California.
Oh,
my
my.
It's
God.
insane. And it borders Mozambique. Oh, I hope my geography's right. Mozambique and South Africa. So one side is Limpopo.
Is that where the apes are? Or
No.
gorillas?
Nope, that's jungle. That's all somewhere else. But
Okay,
there's
where did
elephants,
you...
giraffes.
Oh, that's
all
what
that
I want to
crap.
see, elephants.
Yeah, there's so many elephants. You think, you get there and you're like, I hope I can start doing this and see this. And you see everything. Because I thought, I hope when Steven and I go out for my 40th birthday about 4 years ago. Oops. I mean, I'm 28. What am I talking about?
I know.
I was dreaming the other night about my 40th birthday. When Steven and I went out, we were just like, man, we hope we see something. 5 minutes in, a whole herd of elephants just walks in front of us. You have to stop and let them go. And the beauty about doing something like that, like if you hire a safari company, for example, to take you and do these kinds of things, you're going to have a great time. You're going to pay a lot, and you're at the mercy of them on where you go, but they probably will know a couple things that you wouldn't normally know. But when you have your own car, if you're not afraid of that whole concept of driving yourself through this raw animal natural animal park, it's the most amazing thing ever.
I would totally do that.
It's so cool. And the reason why it's so cool is because when you're inside your car, you're a part of the park. The animals are so used to you being there that you're just another piece of rock or grass. If you get out, you're lunch. So, I mean, like throughout the park, there are different rest areas that you can stop, and they're protected. There's usually like a little bathroom and something to eat and souvenir stores and stuff like this. So there's places in the park we can stop, but they also have little maps that have magnets, and they're radioing each other all the time inside the park. And they say, hey, here's a giraffe. Oh, here's a lion that just did a kill. This is where a rhino was spotted. And so you just look on the map and see where things were just called in, and then you get in your car and drive. So it's so much fun if you don't mind doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Where
And
did you
then-
stay?
And so that's my best part. So it was the night, my last night being 39, and I said I want to wake up in the park. And we found out that they have camps in the park. And when I say camps, I'm not talking about like a little tent or anything. These are fenced off areas that are like little mini cities. They have grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, everything.
God.
Are they
Everything.
actual tents?
Nope, but they're actual huts. So they have huts with grass roofs. Like it's super legit. Like the walls are kind of like adobe walls and stuff, but you can get a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, whatever. And so we had a full kitchen, shower, bathtub, air conditioning, electricity, everything.
What?
$18 a night,
Oh my God.
$20 a night.
Were there spiders?
Thank God. No, we never saw any spiders or anything
Oh,
like that.
think about African spiders. They must be insane.
I can't.
No. Like I'm telling you, but you see everything, man. Like even inside the camps, like the monkeys can get over the fence. And so they kind of like have these like rock pellet guns that they shoot the monkeys, which makes you go, oh gosh. But like they're doing that to keep the monkeys out of the camp. People would feed
Does it
them.
hurt them?
Does not.
Oh.
It just scares them away. They don't kill them.
Okay.
So I mean, like if you factor in the hardest part is getting there, you can rent a car for about $100 a week. You can get into the park. I think it's $30 a day, if I'm right, something like this. Just take let's just estimate the hut that you get is like a hotel hut. I mean, it's rustic, but it's not broken or anything. I can show you pictures.
Yeah.
And those are $15, $18, $20 a night. You can get as big as you want, as little as you want. The whole thing costs nothing. And it's just, I think the problem is like mentally, because we have Canada and Mexico as our neighbors, and to fly to New York and back will cost $400, that we think of it's that to get to New York. There's no
That's
way
exactly
I can go
what I
anywhere else.
think.
Yeah, and so I always try to encourage people when I talk to them. I say, check into it, because especially once you get out of the country, flights are so cheap. Like where I live in Malaysia, I chose that area because it's very central to Southeast Asia, and I can fly to Thailand and back for $80. I can go to Thailand for the weekend. And that's just a weird concept.
Yeah.
Or you can go to
It is a
Vietnam.
weird concept.
Yeah, it was actually, and so when I met Raz and I was living in Thailand, and Raz lived in Malaysia, we would go back and see each other, and it didn't.
Where's
break
he
my bank.
from?
Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was really kind of cool because it was my second or third week in Thailand, and I thought I'm gonna go have a little drink and then go back to my apartment and just work and then go to bed. And so I went to this gay bar in Thailand, and the way the bars work there, they're alleyways, and that's what the bars are on. So you sit there and you can sit outside if you want, which I chose. And I see this guy look across the way. I'm like, oh, he's cute. Hi. But
God,
I
think
can
about
tell-
Lee in a Thailand bar, gay bar, like the golden boy,
Oh man.
the beauty.
Oh, you're too sweet. You're gonna make me blush.
Stop it. You're so handsome. I bet he was staring at you.
Well,
Jeez.
I could tell that he was staring at me. Hold on a second. Sorry for everybody that can't see. I just got my glasses stuck on my shirt.
He should have his head.
I could see that he was looking at me, and then as I would look at him, he'd kind of look away, and then I would do the same thing back and forth, but I'm just too chicken to say hi. So I went in to go use the bathroom. I'm like, I'm out of here. And then as I came out, I look across, and randomly somebody I know from New York was sitting right next to him talking to him. So I went over and said, hey, Rashawn, what's up?
Wow.
Hi, what's your name? And that's how it started. And I mean, he really liked me at first. I said, I did not. First of all, I came out here after a really abusive relationship. I need to heal. So I'm not looking for anything. Number two, I'm not looking for something internationally. I live
Right.
in America. I'm not going to get in any kind of long distance relationship. Hell, not internationally. And I just need to heal. And I think the beauty of what happened there was he's like, okay. I said, if you want to hang out, like he continued to contact me. I'm like, if you want to hang out and stuff. He was in Thailand for work, but I remember like the one thing I loved about it, it's so endearing, like little cute quality was that he's like, I miss my cat, and so I was like, oh, that's so cute. So I'm like, okay, well, shoot, there's a bonus point. Let me think about this. So I told him, I said, if you want to hang out and be friends, and maybe a couple.
Do you think it was
more.
love at first sight?
No, and I think that's why it's working, because my problem. I mean, I have a whole story I can tell you down the road at some point, but like my problem is I fall fast and I fall hard. And when you do that, I learned through my therapy that I had in Denver before I left, that you have an emotional side of your brain and a logical side of your brain, and one will shut the other off. And the problem is if you let the emotional side of your brain get addiction, like drugs or like alcohol, it will be addicted to the dopamine and the serotonin and stuff that comes from the fact that you have somebody you love. After a breakup, you want that back, and you'll start doing things to get that back. Mm-hmm. And in order to survive, the emotional side of your brain will turn off the logical. So then the logical, you'll start doing really stupid things, and you look back later when everything's balanced again, and you say, why did I do that? That was so dumb. Mm-hmm. So my problem is I fall hard and I fall fast. And so with him, it was the first time that I can think of where it was somebody I just got to know. And then 5.5 months down the road, I'm like, I think I love this guy. It was just it was that peaceful kind of feeling inside. Yeah. And I love him to death with all my heart. I love him. Like I asked a friend of mine here who's super like snooty about who I date. And he never approves. And he's like, so I said, well, fine. What do you think about Raz? He's never met him. He's like, well, what do you think about what you've seen so far? He's like, oh, you're going to marry him. Like, and I was
Is he
just
the
kind
love of
blown
your
away.
life?
110%.
Really?
I love him so much. I love him.
More than anybody you've ever loved?
Yeah. I love him so much. Like, there's something about I've learned I need to have respect for myself. Mm-hmm. I won't let somebody walk up to you and disrespect you, and I won't let somebody walk up to you and disrespect you, but I'll talk crap about myself. So I have to learn how to respect myself and allow people to know that that's what they need to do to me. And so I think that the catcher in this situation, even though I was never prepared for any kind of international relationship, was just the fact that he's like, I'll let you heal. Let's just hang out and be friends then. Mm-hmm. He still liked me, yeah, but he never pushed it. And then it really happened naturally, and I can't say that everybody gets that choice.
Who made the first move?
Well, that was the thing. We always laugh about, like, who said hi to, and were you
No,
really
who kissed, who like made the first move?
Oh, we're gay. We hook up before we do all that.
Okay, so it wasn't you leading up to anything.
Yeah, I don't know if kissing happened, but no, we probably, I don't know, it was probably mutual, really. Mm-hmm. It really was mutual. But I remember when we had taken a trip we decided between when I was leaving Vietnam and going to South Africa to live, we took like a 10-day trip to Laos. And it was on that trip. I'm like, I think I'm falling in love with you, you know? So probably I would say me if you were to try to put it into a category, but it was fun.
How long have you been together now?
We met on May 2nd, 2019, but we started dating September 22nd. So about 5.5 months of just getting to know each other, which is about 5 months longer than I've ever given
Right.
another guy, you know? Because that's how it works. You're like, hey, you're hot. What's going on? Like, that's how Hinge. I've never even heard of Hinge until this.
Oh,
my
yeah,
new thing.
Hinge, yeah.
Hinge or Tinder or whatever. You're like, you're hot. Let's meet. And so you kind of go in with the mindset of I like you instead of just let's get to know you and now I like you.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, like it was really healthy. I liked it. It was fun. So we've technically kind of have our 2 dates of when we met and when we started dating, but technically September 22nd. So we'll be 2 years for us.
And you're a Gold Star gay?
Platinum.
What's that mean?
No, I was C-section.
What's that? Oh,
So jealous.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry at all.
So not fair.
that's what that means. That's funny.
Do I think I could? Probably. I don't. I mean, like.
Oh, see, Laura, you have a shot. Definitely
You mean you
not.
could have sex with a woman?
I think I could. I like straight porn.
Now tell me why you like. How was your high school?
I like straight porn. It's hot.
What's your high school look like? What did it look like? Would you go to dances? Did you
So I went to a Christian school growing up in Sacramento, Christian high school, and then I came to a Christian college. So I was all about like trying to make sure I really wasn't gay. That this is just a phase. High school, I had one girlfriend who. It was weird. We dated for, I don't remember how long we dated. I want to say, let's say 3 weeks. I don't know. It was something really short. But everybody at church thought we should get together. And Tanya really liked me. Ooh, I should be careful. I don't even know how much story I can tell. Tanya really liked me, and I thought, okay, cool. I'm like, I like you too. Since people say we should get together, let's get together. Will you be my girlfriend?
When did you know you were?
That I was gay?
Yeah.
Well, the problem was, like, I guess early in, and I don't know if this is the same for everybody that is gay, but like for me, I kind of started realizing that it wasn't really an attraction to guys at all. It was just kind of a curiosity. I think guys get hormones start to go. So I'm talking about like early in my life did I kind of start messing around with friends and stuff, but it was never anything like I think I want to date you or I love you or anything like that. It's just I think you're full of hormones and you're just like a bubbler of hormones, and you know you'll hook up with anybody, anything, you know. But it was when I came here to Point Loma. I was, I think, my junior year of high school, junior year of college. I was in the traveling musical PR group for our school. So we would go to different churches every weekend, and we would do music and we would promote the school and try to get people to come. So I was prominently known on campus, and then some things started getting out about my past. You know, I wanted to distance myself from the group because I had struggled with it. I didn't want the group to look bad, so I left the group. But I think when I realized I was gay was completely by accident. Like, because I always thought it was attraction to guys, or I thought it was a phase, not really a phase, but I knew I was attracted to guys, but never could I ever see myself liking a guy. Like, that was weird to me. Not gross, but just that wasn't me. And then a friend of mine who has passed away since then, he was telling me just one night about a relationship that he was in where the guy was kind of abusive to him, but he just loved him. And the more he started talking about his experience, I realized, oh my gosh, this feeling I have for my friend here, that's actually, I like him. Like, I like him like that. And then my world was upside down. I'm like, oh no, this is awful. This is bad. I'm gay, you know? And so I realized that was the first time I actually had fallen in love with somebody. So it was.
You're like, now I have to shave my balls and look really good and hot all the time.
Wait.
Sometimes you got to trim the bushes to make the tree look bigger, girl. Come on.
So you kissed a girl.
I have.
But
And you like
have
it.
you touched boobs?
kissed
Have
a
you
girl.
touched
boobs.
vaginas?
I touched a nipple.
Oh,
on
okay.
I have never touched a vagina, though. Never.
Wow.
Never. Only boobs and nipple.
Dang.
Excellent.
Yes.
Oh my God, you are platinum. That is rare.
Yeah, it's rare. And like I said, I don't think I couldn't. I mean, sexual things are sexual things. I don't think I couldn't. I don't find women ugly, but I really find guys hot.
Yeah, I don't find women ugly, but I'm afraid of that area.
I don't know what's inside there.
You don't?
I think it has
There are
teeth.
3 holes down there.
I don't know which one to pick.
Well, the butthole.
There's a butthole, there's the pee hole, and there's the vagina.
Yeah. I'm afraid of, well,
You're afraid of the vagina.
I think it would bite.
You're
it off.
afraid of the
I think they have
clitoris.
teeth.
All that, yeah.
You're not sure where that is.
I don't want to know either.
I know. Oh, I love my voice. That is so cool. I mean, I'm just wondering, did you, were people making like gossip about you? Like, oh, I think Lee's, he's not trying to get with me because he must be blah, blah, blah. Was it hard?
No, it was really tough. I felt bad for my first girlfriend. We'll call her T. I felt bad for her because I know she really did like me. And, it was like 3 weeks of like, I never called her. I never reached out to her to do anything. Like, we just see it at church. I'm like, hey, there's my girlfriend. But I didn't care to like check in with her and do anything extra.
So T wanted the D.
T wanted the D. Okay. But I was a good Christian boy. I had JC, and so I couldn't do a D with T. That's how it worked.
Are you still religious now?
I still hold on to my faith.
Yeah.
I don't go to church. I don't practice. But I still pray before my meals. And like, I really believe in prayer. And I believe in God. But I believe in God I think to me, like, my relationship with God is just like something that I have on a daily basis, I guess. I see God through the way people interact with each other. Sometimes I hear something that I know I need to do and I do it.
Yeah.
Things like that. And I feel like a lot of people, you can put any name you want to. I don't say anybody's right or wrong, but like you can say the universe, or you can say energy, or you can say karma, whatever it is. Like my relationship with God is very personal. Like I know when I'm on the right track. I know when I'm not.
Sure.
I don't necessarily go to church every day.
Do you envision like a person when you envision God? Do you envision somebody like in a big white robe sitting on a cloud, or?
Not really. I don't put a face or a humanity to it at all. I believe there's something bigger than me.
Oh yeah, higher power for sure.
I really like when you said, do you envision like God or anything, and then you kind of waved your hands at me.
That was.
Well, you are doing his work, aren't you?
He is
totally,
totally doing the Lord's work.
Yes. And I will always hold on to my faith, and it's actually, that's one of the things I really think is cool about Malaysia. Malaysia's not anywhere I thought I'd ever visit, let alone be living there. But it's 3 parts. It's Chinese, Indian, and Malay. And the Chinese have Buddhism, Indians have Hinduism, and then Malay have Islam. So you'll go down the street and you'll see a mosque next to a Hindu temple, and then there's a Buddhist temple over here, and there's a Church of Christ over here. I'm like, I think people have a misconception about either Islamic cultures or Malaysia specifically, and they'll be like, oh, it's just all Islamic, and they don't want you there. I'm like, yeah, everybody's nice to me. Or they'll say, I can't live outside America. I miss my freedoms. I'm like, I'm fine. I can go wherever I want. Like, I think there's just misconceptions that you start to see are a little incorrect when you get out of here. Mm-hmm. But I love that Malaysia is such an expressive culture. Like right now, Chinese New Year's coming up. They just had a festival called Thai Pusam, which is an Hindu holiday. And like you just get like, if you're Malaysian and you work there, I don't get this, but I mean, if you're Malaysian and you work there, get like 20-something holidays off every year. Wow. It's ridiculous because you have Chinese, Indian, and
we are moving to Malaysia.
I know.
Right. I know.
It's the year of the what?
Oh, I don't know this answer. I should know this. I want to say rat. Should I look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
Okay, let's find out.
Because I was born, I think, year of the monkey. Do you know what year you are?
I was 67.
67. So
I think
are you? There's like a sheep, an ox.
I'm a snake.
Ooh.
It is the year of the tiger in 2022.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
Find out what Eric is. 1967. Yeah, we need to know.
I better be something good.
Ox.
I better not.
If you're an ox, I hope you're a
you're a goat. Greatest of all time.
A goat.
There we go.
You're so bad.
Yes.
Yes. Go goat.
So, wow, we could talk to you for hours.
I could talk about travel. I could talk about life. I could talk about anything. I just think I will say the one thing I always say about travel is that it's not free, no, but it isn't as expensive as you think. But there's something about travel that opens your minds. Like, I almost want to say travel is the answer to everything, because there is way more than one way to do something in this world.
Oh, yes.
If I walked over to that light switch over there, if you were to come into my house right now and one of these switches was up and one was down, and I said, Laura, can you please turn off the lights? I'll be right back. Would you know what to do? Well, in our case, we'd go over and flip them both down and walk out.
Yes.
Southeast Asia, you flip them up. I mean, like, it still turns the light off, but everybody there is used to flipping them up. And I'm still doing it wrong. Now I get back here after getting used to it, and I'm doing it wrong at my mom's house, but it's the beauty of travel is that you see that there's more than one way to do something.
Absolutely.
And in doing that, you start to have compassion and understanding for
it
somebody else.
It should be mandatory that you have to travel.
Yes, and I mean, like, there's so many times I just want to take somebody and go, come, please, can I take you somewhere? That's why I'm like, if you want to go safari,
yes.
let me take you. I'll take you. I'll take you.
I would go on a heartbeat.
You would?
Yeah.
So
Oh
we
my
could all.
God, yes.
Oh my gosh, we all three went on a safari.
It'd be so much fun, and
Oh,
it's there's something kind of raw and like naughty about doing it yourself. Like it's kind of scary and fun.
That's how I like to live.
You could flash the baboon.
I'll flash the back. That is something I can set an intention. I want to go to Africa. I'm going to manifest that trip
Me too.
with Lee and Eric.
I'm going to too.
Oh my gosh, I love
That
it.
means you have to do it.
I'll do it, and I'll fly out there. I loved South Africa so much. When I went there for my 40th birthday, I want to go back every 2 years. So I did when I was 42. I went for 3 months. I lived there.
You did?
Yeah, I had just met Raz. We just started dating, and I had already booked the 3 months. So he was really cool. I flew him out for Christmas and New Year, and we spent it together.
Do you
there and
stay
then
in
back.
like in a month by month apartment? Do you stay in?
Yeah.
Where do you stay? Like
So
furnished?
what I was
place?
doing at that time, like now I have an actual lease on an apartment. I just actually moved into a new place right before I left. But what I was doing for the 3-month periods in the different countries was Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
If you go to Airbnb, you can choose long term. And so normally, like for an apartment, you would pay like $20 a night for. That would be $600 a month. But if you do long term, you'll find people that give like a 40 to 50% discount. So like my apartment in Thailand, I rented for the 3 months I was there was $297 a month. It was nothing. It was just
my
like
gosh.
it was a little studio. It was nothing. But I mean, I had a kitchen, I had a bathroom, I had a bed and everything. It gives you a place
All
to
you
stay.
need.
It's cheaper than a hotel, but you have to do it monthly. So. I just did them all on Airbnb, but now that I'm in Malaysia and I'm staying longer, I just signed a lease, which is grossly easy to do there. I was really surprised with this last place. No background check, no anything. No, there's like, here's your lease. Bye. It was really, really weird. I don't understand, but so it's nice to just have. And one thing I will say, I'm not a tax advisor, or this is another. I always try to promote travel, and I know right now is not the best time for travel, but something I didn't know is there's a thing called the Federal Earned Income Credit on your taxes. So, is that Elvis snoring?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
Eric always
cute.
thinks that it's me farting.
I thought you were going sideways down the banner again.
Look at him.
He's so cute.
Oh, he's used to being in here. Can you tell? He's
Yes.
quite comfortable.
There's a federal earned income credit that if you live outside the United States for a year, and you can designate the beginning and end of that year to be whenever you want, as long as it starts or ends within the tax period you're filing for. If you're out of the country for a year, minus 35 days, so you have 35 days grace to be here, you get all your federal income tax back.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't know that until
If you still work here.
Yeah, I work here. So
Yeah.
I guess the only reason I really want to say this is because now, like when I first did this, I was lucky to work remotely. But
Yeah,
now with
nobody
COVID,
did. Hardly anybody worked
lots
remotely.
of people are now.
Uh-huh.
And there's people that do podcasting or that do remote work anyway from
We
home.
can do a podcast from South
You can do it
Africa.
from wherever you want. When you started
my
your
God.
show, I was living in South Africa. So that's how I remember listening to it from the beginning.
OMG. Boom. Done.
So if you live, like say if you lived in Mexico for 330 days out of a year, you get your income tax back, your federal income tax. So I mean, like there's things to it that actually make it easy to do, or not, And I was actually able to pay off some medical bills that I had from
That's
Denver and stuff. So it's
awesome.
really cool. There's so much that I would say, but I mean, like I think if people have kids, take them to Disneyland once, but gosh, take them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Take them somewhere else and just show that
There's a different way to
all this
live.
stuff out there. Yeah. You just get such an open mind.
Yes.
Really. But it's so fun. There are so many things to do in every country, and every country is so different, especially like in Southeast Asia. Everything's clumped together, but this country is so different from that country, and Thailand is different from Vietnam
What
by
a
far.
trip.
And it's trippy to think that standing in Vietnam like 50 years prior or 60 years prior, I could be shot. And here, I'm standing here and nobody cares. Like the kids come up to me and they want to practice their English. It's like the amazing healing that the world can do in such a short amount of time. We got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Before you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I wish it was a little safer to travel now, but it's getting there.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
this pandemic has taught us how to start living with things like this, and so how to be a little safer and
How to adapt.
Yeah, and eventually things will open up. You can go back and forth, and I'm telling you, like if there's one thing that I will always do now is just go somewhere else, just try it. I will eventually come back here, though. I think Raz and I have this plan to stay there. He wants to be in his current position. He's already been there a little over a year. He wants to stay there for 2 more years just to have 3 years of experience at this position. He does financial crime, which is another thing I thought was kind of hot.
That is so cool with
yeah, I
crime in
know.
the title.
When he was telling me what he's doing, he's like, yeah, I do financial crime and I look for like money laundering and stuff. I'm like,
Ooh, that's neat.
that's kind of hot. So he does that and he wants to stay there for about 3 years. But, obviously salaries are different in different countries. And for where he lives or where we live, he makes decent money, but he could make way more money here. So he wants to do that as well. So
there's
idea would be
there's
to
in
move
the
back.
near future. I mean, a couple of years you might come back here.
yeah, maybe 2 years. That's what we're looking at.
Ooh.
This apartment lease we just signed was 2 years. And I told him, when this is up, I really kind of want to have this chat like as it gets closer. Because I want to, you say you want to go, let's go. I want to go back to San Diego too. I miss people here.
Yeah.
Do you
just-
consider this your heart home?
Yep.
Okay.
100%. Like if I was to say where's your home in the world, this is my home. I'm very nomadic though, and that's just by accident. I didn't really know that until the last like 4 or 5 years. But this is my home. Like if I was to come back and come anywhere, this would be it.
Yeah.
If it just wouldn't turn into like $1 million a month for rent, that'd be great.
Don't even
What
get
in
me
the heck is
started.
going on?
Don't even get me started. I need a roommate now.
I know. I can't. Don't look at me. I can't.
I know.
I know.
I know. I just got one. She's Russian. She's cool. Okay, so you have a game that you made
I
up,
do.
and it's about money.
It is about money. Hold on 1 second. I even have sound effects.
Oh no,
my
that's
God,
odd.
this
He
is
comes with. He's a guest with his own
Yes.
sound effects.
Awesome. And there's a payout. So
Oh really?
It's
stand
time
by.
for everybody's favorite travel game. Would you rather have my dong? We're going to learn a little bit about traveling and a little bit about money, so make sure you open your hearts, your wallets, and your mind as we start to play. Would you rather have my dong?
And your legs.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, I figured this game would be right up Eric's alley. Actually, probably up Laura's
This is
alley.
up my alley. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is great.
All right. I just when I left here, I went.
Do we have to buzz something?
No. I'll just ask you a couple questions. There's only 7 questions because I was trying to think. I was tracking. When did I remember listening to LCAD when I was in South Africa.
LCAD. Oh, that's cool.
LCAD, you cool cats. What is it? The fat cats?
Yes.
The
Fat cats and the hussies or whatever.
The
The cat and the hussy.
fat cat and the honeypot.
And
Or
the hussies are honey.
No.
Whatever.
I started in South Africa, but I was just going to kind of chronicle like where I went after I left here. So the first place, I moved to Thailand for 3 months and to Vietnam. And, every country has different currency and stuff. So I'm going to keep a running tally. Let me get my calculator up because I won't be able to do this mentally.
Okay.
Uh,
oh God.
all right.
And we can't use our phones or anything.
You cannot use your phone. You
Okay.
can't.
Okay.
So the currency in Thailand, and I'm going to tell you one little quick thing about each one of these places, but Thailand, the currency is called the baht. The baht.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yep.
And in Vietnam, they have the dong,
Okay.
which is actually pronounced dom, but it's spelled D-O-N-G. Anyway, I'm going to give you 2 options, and you can choose which one you want. And each one you pick, I'm going to put in the pot, and at the end, I'll just give it to you for like a little, the next listener get together or something
Okay.
like that.
Oh, fun.
All right, so I'm going to offer you 264 Thai baht if you want it. I'll give you 264. Or would you rather have my dong? I have 226,860 dong.
I'm
The
going
bot.
bot.
Oh, you both picked baht. All right. 264 Thai baht is $8. So you just put $8 in your bank. Cha-ching. I don't have a sound effect for that. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And so,
Cha-ching.
what we missed out, I think,
226,860 dong.
is
$10.
oh man.
Sorry, but you got $8 in your bank.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I
All right.
see where this is going.
So I lived in Thailand for 3 months, and I lived in Vietnam for 3 months. In Thailand, let me see, what's a cool fact about Thailand? I actually got to be there. The King Rama IX was the longest running monarch of any country that was alive at that point, longer than Queen Elizabeth, and he passed away shortly before I started living there. And so while I was there, I got to see the new king get crowned. And so I've never
even heard of this
I have
person.
never been able to watch a king get crowned. I got to go to that, which I thought
That
was
is
really
neat.
cool. Vietnam, one of my cool things about that is because of its French influence, the French influenced that area of the world very heavily. They're up in the hills of Vietnam and near Da Nang. There's actually a French village that has remade Paris. It almost looks like from Beauty and the Beast, but they have like a miniature Notre Dame and a village square. Everything, it's like Disneyland up there. It's
Oh my
crazy.
Where is this?
And the hills of Da Nang, so kind of like the middle of Vietnam. There's this French village that they built up on top of. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's an amusement park kind of, but it's absolute. You have to take cable cars on strings to get up there. It's amazing.
Who even knew that existed?
It's a good use of your dong. Okay, so while I
I
was in
can think
Thailand,
of
you can only
another
stay
good
there
use
for
of my dog.
you can only stay in Thailand if you're a U.S. citizen for 30 days, and you have to leave and come back. So those are called visa runs, and you do that to reset your visa and get another 30 days. So the first place I went was Myanmar, which used to be Burma. The currency of Myanmar is the kyat.
The
So-
chat. Okay.
The chat.
I am going to stick with the dong because I love the dong. I'm going to give you 14,227 kyat if you want it, Or would you rather have my dong? My dong's a little smaller this time. It's 90,744. So 14,227 chat or 90,000 and change. Would you rather have my dong?
I'm gonna take your dong, Lee.
All
I'm
right.
going chat.
You want chat?
Yeah.
All right. You have to pick a group answer because I got to put it in the calculator.
Oh, really? We have to be.
Well, actually, I can do both. Here. Let me do Eric, Laura. You both picked that one. All right, cool. What'd you say? Which
I
one?
said chat.
You said chat. Okay.
Eric picked the dong.
14,227 chat is $8, and 90,000 dong is 4.
Oh, mother.
So you stuck with the chat. My dong was smaller on that one.
Yeah.
I think it's chilly.
Your
in here.
dong shrunk.
Yep, I'm sorry. It shrunk a little bit. Next place, Myanmar was actually really cool. I like it. I wish that I could go there again, but they're having some unrest right now. But it's the only I guess it's officially called a third world country. The only one I've been to. They have lots of rolling blackouts and stuff, which kind of, they have like things that they define countries at.
And that's Burma?
But yeah, it used to be Burma. Now it's
Okay.
called Myanmar. It's a beautiful place. I just am really sad what's going on there with the government right now. The next place I went was Cambodia. So we're going to take our dong to Cambodia.
Okay.
Cambodia, my mom and Rick, my stepdad, flew out. And when I was living in Thailand, we went to Angkor Wat and watched the sunrise. It was really, really
What's
cool.
that?
Angkor Wat is an old 9th century temple. Huge temple that was made. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And have you seen Tomb Raider? Angelina
yeah.
Jolie. You know all of the trees growing out of the temple and stuff? That's part of the Angkor Wat complex.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you get to go to that one. I can't remember the name of that specific temple, but okay. So in Cambodia, they use the riel. So I'm going to take my dong. I'm going to increase the size of my dong. Let me rub it really quick.
Okay.
136,116 dong or 48,816 riel.
I'm going real.
I'm gonna go with the real too.
You both are right.
Yay!
48,816 riel is $12, and 136,000 dong is 6.
Oh, yeah.
We each got $12.
Big
There we
time.
go.
You know what's interesting about Cambodia too is they actually officially use U.S. dollar. So you go to an ATM and you take your money out, it comes out in dollars, but they don't have metal change. So when they give you your change, they give it to you in their currency.
Oh.
Kinda interesting.
Okay.
Laos. I told you about Laos. That's where Raz and I decided to kind of tie our imaginary knot. Laos is great, but it's Lao because it's French influenced too, so the S is silent. They use the kip, so I can give you, if you'd like. I have a bigger dong this time though. I guess it kept growing. It kept growing.
God, your dong is
I
amazing.
know.
Oh,
It does all
no,
sorts of tricks.
This is a big dong. 204,174, or you can have the kip, which is the currency of Lao, and 22,575.
Okay, wait a minute.
But my dong is big.
Wait, your dong is huge.
Yeah.
The Kip,
The kip was the first one.
22,000. I'm kind of thinking Kip only, I think that he's making the dong sound really much bigger than it is.
Well, sometimes.
So that would be your internet dong.
But the question is, would you rather have my
I'd
dong?
rather have Kip.
I think I'd rather do the kip too.
Okay. That is $2.
Oh, man.
And my dong was $9. It was a big
Shoot,
dong.
that was the biggest one.
wow.
You
Oh,
ruined
no.
it. Darn it.
Well, after that, we went back to my home, Malaysia, and we used the ringgit. Actually, in my jacket, I have some.
Ringgit?
Ringgit. Yeah.
Ringgit?
Ringgit. What do you do with the telephone? You ring
Ringgit.
it. Yes. So I will give you my dong if you want my dong. 181,000
Okay.
or 33.51 ringgit.
33.5. I'm going ringgit.
I-
I think they probably have smaller denominations.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think the dong would probably be around $10 if I'm listening correctly.
Hmm.
Wow, look
So
at you.
I know.
Isn't that impressive?
Ringlet.
Ring-
Or ring it.
Hot and a brain.
I know. It's crazy.
I actually threw that one in for fun. They're both $8. So no matter what you chose, you got $8. But you guys are gonna make me broke here. Last two. So when Laura Kane After Dark started, I was in Cape Town, South Africa. So they used the rand. Rand is cool.
Rand?
Rand. R-A-N-D.
Rand. Okay.
And I think my favorite part of South Africa was being in the town of Soweto, where Desmond Tutu and Nelson Mandela both lived like a street down from each other. That was pretty cool. And then going to the Cape of Agulhas is where the two oceans meet. You can see kind of like a difference out there in color.
What oceans?
Atlantic and Indian. So you can kind of stand.
Wow.
A lot of people think right off Cape Town is the Cape of Good Hope. They think that's the southernmost point of Africa. You got to go about 4 hours outside of town, but it's really cool down there. There's like shipwrecks and stuff because it's bad water.
Oh, wow.
So I will give you my dong if you want my dong.
Okay.
I'm easy. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just
You have been
usually all you have to
offering
do is
that
ask for
up
my dong.
so
Gosh, you are
easily.
throwing it around freely.
You are.
Well, this dong is big. 249,546 or 152 rand.
This is tough because
I'm going to say
thinking,
152 rand because he said it was really cheap there. I'm going to say 150. I'm going to say
Well,
the
the
rand.
dong is probably around $20. If
It's a
I'm
big
thinking
dong.
correctly. I'm going dong.
You're
I
gonna
want
know
your
what?
dong.
Yeah.
Would you rather have my dong?
I'd rather
I'm gonna
have
have
your
your
dong.
dong.
You'd rather have my dong too?
We both want your dong.
You chose wisely. That dong is worth $11, and the rand is worth 10. So
oh, okay. Look
Okay.
at me. I'm like, it's $20.
the very last place was Qatar. I flew back from South Africa to
Qatar?
Malaysia. Qatar, yeah.
Okay, that's how you say it. I'd
Yeah.
say Qatar.
Sometimes they say Qatar, sometimes they say Qatar, whatever. They use a rial there, but gas is so cheap. We rented a car and went out through the desert and found this old movie town. They use this town to film movies or shoot commercials and stuff. And so there's this fake town set up out there with little villages and like it would look like if you were going to watch some like Middle Eastern movie. And you just go walk around it, but you have to go out in the middle of the desert and find it. It's really cool. They use the rial, so I'll give
So wait,
you.
we've
had the real.
yeah.
Well, this is rial and the other one's rial. So this is RIYAL.
Okay.
I'll give you.
So they're different.
Yeah.
Okay,
two
very
ones.
different.
I'll
All
give you 21.85 of them.
Okay.
Or if you want my dong, I'll give you 226,860 dong. Would you rather have my dong?
I think I'd rather have his dong.
I mean, I would, but I'm going with Rial.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I have to go with Rial with you.
You don't have to. You can convince
No,
me
because-
that we need his dong.
But the dong is huge.
I know it's not as big as it could
Give
get.
me the
though.
numbers again, Lee.
226,860. 226,000 dong or 21.8.
I'm going to keep it Rial.
rial.
We're gonna keep it Rial.
Just keeping it real. You should have had my dong. I finished pretty good.
mother!
226,000 dong is $10 and $6 for the rial. So
How much do we have for the
let's
next
see.
LCAD
12,
meetup?
24, 26,
Meet and mingle.
34, 45, $51 for Eric, and 16,
Oh, I didn't
28,
get it.
38, 49 plus 6, 55.
I won.
Laura gets 55, Eric gets 51. So
Yay!
you guys, I will donate $106 to the next.
Oh wow!
next
Thank
LCAD
you.
party pot.
Oh, fun! I know we need to plan our next meet and
We'll
mingle.
bring Lee in on a float.
Yes.
How long are you going to be here?
Well, I probably leave tomorrow, Friday.
Oh my God!
Good.
Yeah, I just needed to go back up to Sacramento because I will be back down. The whole reason I'm staying right now because I'm done with everything I need to do. But my friend Joe here, he's getting married in PV to his sweetheart
Aw.
on February 20th.
Oh.
So I'll be.
So
around
you're gonna
until then.
go. You're leaving tomorrow. Then you're going up to Sacramento. Then you're gonna hang there for a while.
until the wedding, and I'll come back down. I think I might come. It's tough because I'm having a hard time deciding whether I'll come back to San Diego and just do the CBX to go to PV,
The what?
the cross bridge into the airport. Do you know about the CBX bridge?
No.
Oh gosh, there's you can walk directly across the border into TJ Airport.
Oh wait, yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of this.
And so I might just come down and hang out in San Diego again and then fly from here to Puerto Vallarta.
Oh,
Well,
you're
then
going
flying
don't-
from Sacramento.
Don't eat
Okay.
any more Mexican food from this point on, and then when you come back, you and Laura and I will go out for Mexican food.
I want crack tacos so bad.
Oh my
After
God!
hearing, I have been true and loyal to you. I have not done it.
Lee,
Huh?
oh my God!
Okay, so you leave Friday, and then you're coming back. How long will you be here when you come back?
I don't know. I have to figure that out.
So you kind of have a loose. You don't really know. Okay.
I know I have to go to the wedding. That's all I figured out. 'Cause
Okay.
This trip has been like one little roadblock after another, so
Yeah.
I'm glad I've just kind of purchased one-way tickets.
Okay.
So at this point, though, everything's calmed down. So I just have to decide whether I want to fly from Sacramento down or San Diego. And I think I'd like to come down here because it's a little bit easier just to go into the country and fly from there.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do all the PCR testing coming back. I have like a stack of tests I brought with me, so I test myself every 2 days just to make sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Don't
COVID.
waste those things.
No,
They're
I
hard to
didn't know they
come
were out
by.
of style
Oh
here.
my gosh!
Did you order yours?
Through the post office? Yes.
Okay.
See, I know
did.
people who are getting theirs already too, which is really funny.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Somebody posted on my Facebook. 4 of them came in today. So I
Oh
was really
wow,
surprised.
that's fast.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh my God, Lee, we could talk to you forever.
I know. Seriously.
It's been an hour.
Oh,
Oh.
my God!
Ah,
An hour.
Look at
sorry.
I know it's good. Thank
sorry.
you.
And 20 of that were playing with his dong.
I know. We played with this song
I'm
for
sorry.
20
When
minutes.
you play with my dong, it makes me feel so happy.
Oh my God.
I love when you play with my dong.
Us too.
Oh, Hotly in the studio. Laura Kane After Dark. It's a beautiful night.
I have carpal tunnel
What, because of.
playing with his dog.
Oh my God.
It's all about the angle.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Lee, you know what you have to do, right?
Yeah, and I can't take a long time to do it like some people.
Isn't it the most
Laura.
annoying thing or do you like it?
Miss
No, it's
Lee
ridiculous.
wants to talk to-
No.
She does.
Kill me now. Exactly.
No.
What do you mean?
Just one night.
No.
She wants to say
our
hi to
guest
Hotly.
is saying no. Our guest.
Eric, I have to be at the wedding by February 20th. We can't do this.
What about Drake? Can Drake say hi to Hotly?
I guess.
What?
I guess.
But
Hey,
Miss Lee
Drake.
really wants to say hi.
No, Miss Lee. How about Drake? He's a dude. I mean, Drake.
Drake
might...
actually sounds hot. I want to see a picture.
Exactly.
Okay,
You
I'll
have to show me his picture when I'm done.
I'll show you a
All right,
picture of
fine.
Drake.
Hey, Drake.
Let me call Drake.
Okay,
Hold on.
good.
Oh,
All right.
Drake's calling in. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, is that flashing light is? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Lee, what's going on?
Hey, Drake, what's happening, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You sound kind of hot.
I am. I've been trying to like get in Laura's pants for like months now, and she's like,
Yeah, I know.
playing coy.
But can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah,
So do you ever question the other side at all?
for sure, man. I
Really?
pound some hole.
So
What?
Any holes a goal?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, I
I-
wonder because there's
I-
like a taboo around it. But I mean, some guys I know would just do it for the fun of it. And then move on.
No, I was in prison. I took that booty cruise.
You took a what?
I said I was in prison. I took that booty cruise.
Oh yeah, you do that in prison,
Yeah,
don't
for
you?
sure, man.
So that's your thing or not your thing?
Hey, I can go either way. I'm progressive.
You're more Laura, less Lee.
No, listen, I could do either one of you.
Would you
I
rather
know.
have
Lee
my
in the
dog?
flesh is pretty good, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I didn't know they made thumb holes for dudes.
Oh, this is. Oh, this.
I
you mean?
love. Like
It's
I have.
great.
Aren't
I
they
have some
fun?
of those too.
bought
I do
this in
too,
KL.
actually. Yeah, I have some of those too.
I love it.
You do have thumb hole?
Yeah.
holes?
Drake.
I
do.
thought it was only a chick thing.
No,
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
man.
Oh,
like,
Drake's still here. Oh,
your Hooters
hung
look
up.
so good.
thank you. I brought him up for Lee.
They actually look amazing.
Thank you,
They're
Lee.
I'm
really
sorry. Like, the first thing I
thank
thought
you.
is you can't just stare at them, but I wanted to look, but I can't stop
You
looking.
can't. Oh, I love.
They're
See,
great. They're great.
goal
Yeah.
achieved.
Can I-
Goal achieved.
Can I like put my head on them
No.
like a pillow?
No.
Two
Oh,
pillows.
and
No.
Lee, I
Yeah.
love your dong.
Oh, would you rather have my dong or Laura's boobs?
Both.
How about the dong in between my boobs?
For sure.
Oh my God. Okay.
All
You're,
right.
you know,
That's
you're,
enough.
You're filthy, Laura Kane.
Oh, stop! I know it's your fault. It's your friend Eric's fault.
Why are you blaming me?
Oh, okay. You're here all of a sudden.
I've been here the entire time.
Is Drake gonna lock out with us? Or
Sure,
what?
Drake will
Okay.
walk out.
So it'll go me, Lee,
Mm-hmm.
Drake, or you, Drake, or Drake, you, Drake, and then you.
Drake and me. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is so exciting.
I know. Let me clear my throat.
Okay. All right.
I'm so ready.
And I would love to have you sing, but I know I don't want to throw that at you because you have to warm up and that whole thing. I live with a
that's
singer.
okay. I'll
I
do it
know
next
the whole
time.
thing. I know the whole deal, but I would love it, and I love your voice.
I just wanted to bring my dong this time.
I know. I understand.
You know, your voice makes me want to slide out of my underwear.
Oh my God. Okay, ready? I'm ignoring this. I'm ignoring this now. Now this is done.
Now you've both got Drake stirred up. I don't know what to do.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast, Laura Kane.
Drake, you blew it. You're only supposed to say the three words.
What 3 words?
Love your podcast.
Yeah, I love your podcast.
Mm-mm.
Oh, just say it.
If this is your way, Eric, of trying to elongate this, I'm not happy.
Drake, just say those 3 simple words. Any 3 as long as they're simple.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Wait, that was 2 different people. That was weird. That was like dynamic. Say it again. Say it one clearly a Drake, clearly an Eric. No, you didn't.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
There you go. Love you, my sweet baby.